Hi there, welcome to a series of videos called English for Emerson. On this channel we learn basic English reading and writing. You need something to write with, something to write on, and we'll get started. Now, we do some basic sayings on this channel lately. They help us to learn English and they teach us a few facts of life as we go along. This is not a particularly interesting saying or real famous folk saying, but you're going to hear it, and I think there's a lot of truth in it. So here we go. We're going to start with a capital B. Straight line down, bubble out to the side, and then we're going to do an E. Now this is not a silent E here. This E does make a sound. This is B. Why does that E make a sound? Because there's no other vowel in the word before it. Therefore it does make a sound. We got a lot of words to write today, so I'm going to try to scrunch my words up together and make my letters a little bit skinny. So I hope you can understand my writing. This word here is going to be careful. Be careful. Kind of looks like carryful, doesn't it? Carryful, but it's not. This is careful. This word right here in the middle, we can see A-R-E. That spells R if it were by itself. A-R-E spells R, but when we have a C in front of it, it turns into careful. And then careful. That makes absolutely no sense. That's English. Things change. You got to get used to it. The R here changed into an air down here. Strangest darn thing, English. The combination of letters can change the sound they make depending on what you put in front or after them. That's incredible. Be careful what? W-H-A-T, that is a silent H. It's not we hat, or it's not what hat, it's what. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. These words down here, a you wish for, those make pretty good sense. I don't think I even have to explain those. I think those make good sense. I'm going to do a comma. I think that's going to be a comma. You know I'm terrible with commas. Just terrible. I've never been good with commas. But I think there's a comma right there, not a period. Be careful what you wish for. You might, or you just, just writing along here. Be careful what you wish for, comma, you. Then we got J-U-S-T. That's going to be just. We don't see too many J's. We got the dot just like it would be with an I, but we hang down below the bottom line with a little hook down here. Just, might. Oh, there's that gosh darn GH. We've learned that the GH is a weird thing in English. It can do all kinds of different things. In this case, the GH is a silent GH. This word is not mighet. It's not mighet. This is might. It's a silent GH. The GH can do a lot of different things. Very confusing. It's just one of those things. I don't even know what to say. It's so strange. I don't even know what to say. You just might get it. My writing isn't very good today, I notice. That is a very unattractive E in get. That's a little better. That's a little bit better. Not much. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. This is kind of a true saying in English. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. I've had this happen to me a lot of times in my life. It's kind of strange. Life is, that's just part of life, you know. You'll see this. Something you really, 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 really want to have someday. When you finally get it, be careful. Be careful. You might find out that it wasn't something that you really either needed, or it might turn out to be something that you can't wait to get rid of. That's the funny thing about life, and it's just kind of that's why you got to have a little bit of sense of humor in life. Sometimes if you think you want something so bad, it turns out, oh man, you can't wait to get rid of it once you got it. It's just kind of the old timers recognize this. You really do have to be careful about really, really wishing for something, because a lot of times you'll get it in life. It might take a while, but a lot of times you might get it. And the universe responds to our imagination. It really does. Our thoughts have great power. And if you say over and over again, I wish I had this, I wish I had this, I wish I had this, I wish I had this. A lot of times the universe, the spirit world hears that enough, they give it to you. But we don't always know what we should have in life. And sometimes we get things that it turns out, oh boy, then you really got trouble. I got a joke and then I'm going to quit. So there's 3 guys that are stranded on an island. Maybe their ship sunk or something like that. They're out in the middle of nowhere on this little island. And they're sitting on the beach, and one of them finds a bottle. Finds a bottle on the beach and uncorks it, and out comes a genie out of the bottle. Up into the air. A genie is like a spirit. And the spirit says, ha 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 ha, thank you for freeing me from that horrible bottle. And now, to extend you my gratitude, I'm going to give each of you one wish. And the Italian guy, there's an Italian guy there, he speaks up real quick and he goes, Mamma mia, I wish I was back with my family in Sicilia. And boom, the guy's gone. He just disappears. He's back with his family in Italy. And then there's an Australian guy. He says, boy, crikey, mate, I wish I was back in Australia with my friends, hanging out with my mates. And boom, he's gone. And then there's a Polish guy. He's sitting there with the genie. He says, oh, I'm so lonely. I wish those 2 guys were back here with me. Well, there you go. That's it. For English for Emerson. This is a good saying and so true. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.